So for those that missed the live lesson or wanted kind of refresher on what we talked about in the live lesson, I pulled up a couple slides from the live lesson. This is actually slide number 2, which is the first slide that has you kind of do work or write in an answer. So if you're doing the Desmos and you're stuck, what this question that the slide's asking you to do is it's asking you to use the formula I equals PRT to write an equation for People's Bank based on the table. So notice we have our table to the left, and we're asked to write an equation. And then if we're asked to write an equation, we're asked to write an equation to find the interest for, in this case, People's Bank. So People's Bank is that first row. So we have an interest rate of 4%, and of 2,000, the 2,000 represents the amount we're depositing. So if you look at the first slide, it says you want to deposit $2,000. So 2,000 is our principal amount. Length of CD, we talked about, just means time. So the CD doesn't mean anything other than that's the time period we're putting this money into the account for. So we have our equation, our formula we're going to use, this I equals PRT. And for this question, what it's saying is, we'll write an equation to find the interest of People's Bank. So we know our equation we're going to use is I equals PRT, and I'll just do it below. So we have I equals PRT, and then we're looking at People's Bank. So we want to find the interest. I equals, P stands for the principal amount. It's the amount you deposited. So if you look at our table, it's going to tell us that we deposited $2,000. So 2,000 is going to go in for P. For the rate, it gives us the rate. It's a 4% interest rate. And that's in that table located right here. That's 4%. Now we said in the live lesson, be careful. You have to express that as a decimal. 0.04. Remember, percents always have to be expressed as a decimal in the formula in the equation. So we're plugging in as 0.04. And last but not least, we have to do T for time. And time's coming from the length of the CD. Now be very careful. Time must be in years. So notice for Bank of America, for Wachovia, for Fairfield County Bank, it's in years. I could plug those amounts in, 2, 3, and 1.5 for T. But notice for People's Bank, it's in months. So I have to convert months to years. The way I do that is I take the number of months, it's 6 months, and I divide it by 12. The reason why I'm dividing by 12 is there's 12 months in a year. So 6 divided by 12 would give me 0.5, 1/2. And that tells me 6 months is half of a year. And when we plug that in, we're plugging it in as a 0.5. Okay, so don't plug it in as 6 because that's months. It's half a year, so it's 0.5. So for this first question, if you're submitting your answer, we have our equation. Once again, for People's Bank, it's I equals 2,000 times 0.04 times 0.5. Okay, that would be the answer for that first one. Now for the next slides, I believe it's 3, 4, 5, and 6, it's the same idea. You're writing an equation for Bank of America, just different numbers. For Wachovia, for Fairfield County Bank, for Putnam Bank. Same idea, just different numbers. So this is slide number 7 on the Desmos. And if you completed slides 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, I mean, you're ready to obviously move on to slide 7. You'll have all the information you need. Now slide 7 is a little bit different. It asks you to fill in the table. So we'll look at the example for People's Bank. And we did the People Bank example on the previous, I guess we'll call it the previous slide. And we ended up with the formula I equals 2,000 times 400, 0.04, times, and once again, that's 0.5. What this slide's asking you to do is it's asking you to find the interest earned if you were to put this money in this People's Bank account, and then your balance at the end after that interest is applied. So if you want to find out how much interest is earned, we're going to use our equation for People's Bank. 2,000 times 0.04 times 0.5 will give us the amount of interest earned. Now on a calculator you would type it in and you would multiply out and you would end up with, if you multiplied everything together, 40. Now once again that represents money, $40. So the interest we'd earn would be $40. Now for that second part of the, we'll say each row, it's going to ask you for the balance. What that means is after you have earned that interest, how much money is in your account? Well, in this case, we have $2,040 after we apply that interest. So for the balance, it's $2,040. Once again, we took the amount of interest we earned and we added it to the amount we deposited, $2,000 to get $2,040. Okay, same idea for those next rows, just different numbers, but it's the same concept. Find the interest, use your formula, and then add it to your balance to get the total balance at the end. We'll look at one more example, and for the live lesson, we looked at this example together. Now, notice for this last slide, this is the last slide in the Desmos, it's very similar to the previous slide. So it's the same concept. The key difference here is now we're kind of given different numbers. So notice our interest rates are different than that previous slide. So you're asked to do the same thing. You're asked to find the interest, and you're asked to find the balance. The only difference between this slide and last slide is, once again, the interest rates are a lot smaller. So for People's Bank, it might be helpful to come up with an equation to find the interest earned for People's Bank. So once again, it's I equals PRT. That's the equation that will help us find the interest earned. I equals, now the principal amount stays the same. We're still depositing $2,000, so P is 2,000. That's the amount we're putting into the account. Now we have to be careful here. R stands for the rate, which in this case is 0.07%. Now you might say that's a decimal. It is not a decimal, it's a percent. And how do you know it's a percent? Well, it has the percent sign attached to it. So yes, it's a very small number. It's not in decimal form. Right now it's in percent form. To convert that decimal to a percent, we would take that number, 0.07, and we'd have to divide by 100. When we divide by 100, we get 0.0007. So when we're plugging it in for our rate, it's as a decimal, 0.0007. Just make sure we're plugging that in as a decimal. Okay, you do still have to divide by 100. Last but not least, the length of the CD, remember, it's just time. Remember on the last kind of slide we talked about, we have to take the number of months 6 and divide it by 12 to get the year. It's half a year, so we're plugging it in as 0.5. So very similar to that previous problem, we're doing 2,000 times 0.0007 times, and once again that's 0.5 as a decimal, 0.5. If you multiply all of that out, you end up with 0.7, and as money, that's hundreds place, that's 70 cents. So do it on the calculator, it'll say 0.7. Remember, that's 70 cents. That means your balance would be, well, 2,000 plus the interest earned, $2,000.70. Yes, it's a very small amount of interest because the rate is so low. Okay, it's a small number, so we're expecting a very small amount of interest earned. Same idea for those next four. Okay, write that equation. Make sure you're dividing each of these numbers by 100 to get decimal form, and then you're multiplying to get the interest, and then adding to get that balance.